This is episode 13.
Wow.
Ooh, we should have done it on a Friday.
Lucky number.
Yeah, right? And this is going to be our year in review episode.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a little bit about our favorite movies. That's going to be the top 5 this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Favorite movies. We'll talk a little, or horror events, period.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Movie shows,
movies,
games,
shoes,
whatever.
Games, whatever. And we'll also talk about what were the big news events of the year, right?
Mm-hmm. And we also saw a movie together.
Yes, we have to review that. So,
A holiday film.
Yes, that's right. It was a good one, too.
It was. I enjoyed it. Actually, I told people about it then.
Okay, so let's start off with some news.
Okay.
New this month, Jordan Peele's follow-up to his previous movie, which was Get Out,
Yeah.
Us. Did
Yeah.
you see the trailer?
I have not seen the trailer. There's a trailer out?
Yes.
Oh, shit, no.
He released it earlier this week. I think it was Monday, and it was awesome.
Yeah?
Wow,
Nice.
okay.
I think he's...
And it's another horror?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't know if you guys watched the history of horror with what's
Yes.
his name?
No, I have
So
not.
there was a whole
Eli
Jordan,
Roth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan Peele was on a ton of those episodes
Yes.
talking about slashers. And
Oh, so he's been influenced pretty...
and he talked about Candyman because now he's doing that one.
Yep. I can't wait for that.
Right, and
Excuse
he
me.
definitely is blazing a trail of some new horror. It's about time
Yeah.
to have something that is unique and different.
Yeah.
Get Out was very unique.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
absolutely.
And it was fantastic. And now Us, going by the trailer, just the premise of the story seems...
Yeah, I'll have to watch that then.
Yeah, it just, to me, it's like, I can't wait to see it now. After seeing what he did with Get Out, and now he wrote something new, that this he wrote and is directing, just looks phenomenal.
Cool.
So when you get a chance, check out the trailer. Actually, I'll post it up on the Facebook side.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I'll do that.
We can all kind of take
Yeah.
a look at it. And actually...
And that's sort of what Rob Zombie did too, when he stepped in the horror scene.
Yeah, I mean,
with his original stuff.
Yeah, he
Not
took...
the remakes, but his original stuff was
And he was
House
influenced
of a Thousand Corpses was amazing.
Yeah.
totally new, fresh.
And Devil's Rejects
Devil's
was good,
Rejects
too.
was
I
fantastic
mean,
too.
you had your homage to the '70s horror stuff,
Yeah.
but
And that's because that's the genre that he grew up with,
Mhm.
right?
yeah.
If you look at, actually, do you guys follow him on Instagram at all?
Yeah, I don't
So
have
on
Instagram.
Instagram, he posted this great picture the other day that showed, what the hell was it?
His wife?
He does post that pretty often. But I'm trying to think of what he posted, but it was like a picture of
Tweener.
something with
Frankenweenie.
with Michael Myers. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was something funny. It was like some sort of unpleasant thing at the top.
Oh.
Some kid getting yelled at for something, and at the bottom it showed Michael Myers. It's like that results in this. It was a shitty TV show or something. But anyway, I follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and
I follow him on Twitter. I don't have the gram.
yeah, I started following Jordan Peele on Twitter too because he posted that trailer and a bunch of other crap. So
I don't know if I do. I probably should.
yeah, he's good. He's good. And have you guys seen? Speaking of Eli Roth, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got his directorial debut with Cabin in the Woods, right?
Cabin
Is that the
Fever.
one? Cabin
Cabin
Fever.
Fever,
That's
yeah.
it. Okay, so that was his first directorial debut.
Mm-hmm.
From then, he has done some major great work. And the last film that he just
He
did,
did Hostel, right?
yep.
Mhm.
Yes.
The last directing job that he did was The House with the Clock in the Walls.
Yeah, that's with,
you seen it?
with Jack Black, right?
Yeah, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. The trailers I thought looked really
I
good.
watched it this weekend with my kids. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
was
thought it
really
looked good. I remember the trailers. It actually looks like a pretty good movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a comedy, fantasy.
I'm gonna say
It's not horror, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a horror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
it deals with witchcraft, the devil, conjuring, blood spells, a bunch of weird shit. It's pretty.
What's it rated? PG-13?
I think it's PG-13 because there's no like real blood and gore
Okay.
in it, but it's like Halloween type stuff,
Oh.
jack-o'-lanterns, witchcraft, warlocks, and witches.
And you really liked it, huh?
And it was really, really good.
I'll have to check it out.
It was good enough that.
Did
for-
you rented it?
Yeah. Yes. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Fell off the back of a truck.
But yeah, my family came down on Christmas Day and I cooked dinner and we all watched it. And even my nieces that are like 11 and 9, they thought it was fantastic.
The house with all the clocks on the wall?
Yeah, House with the Clock in the Wall.
I should have brought a flash drive.
Yeah, it's I do have a 1080p version. So let me just take a look at our Facebook page real quick, and we'll talk a little bit about additional news. So we have...
on the game side of things, I can interject.
Yeah, go for it.
Resident Evil 2 is coming out
Nice.
at the end of January.
The remastered.
Yes.
This is for...
Because they re-released the first one.
PS4
Yes.
And Xbox.
and Xbox?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Did you play the remastered original?
I did not.
No.
No.
I'm just wondering, like, how... I mean, because when that came out, it was just, kind of groundbreaking, and now it's like, what...
Yeah. I saw the trailer for it. It looks really good.
20 years later?
Here you go, up on our Facebook page. Mike Huber posted a trailer,
Of...
the new Jordan Peele movie.
Oh.
So
Hey,
check
thanks,
it out.
Mike.
Yeah. So he was a step ahead of us. Actually, I saw the trailer Monday. He posted it up on Tuesday, December 25th. So there you go.
All right. I'll check it out then.
Fantastic. It looks great. And also I posted this wonderful thing, the Anything is a Christmas ornament if you put a little hook on it.
Yes, I like
And
it.
it had
Yeah, it's nice.
leather face.
That was awesome.
So
Hey, that I think I posted. There's a website too that I posted. I forget what I shared from it, but you can get a Necronomicon pillow.
nice.
I think it was a Hawaiian. The one I posted was the Hawaiian shirt with like little Necronomicons all over it. But
Nice.
but they actually have a plush Necronomicon pillow. I was like, that'd be pretty sweet to have.
How do you guys feel about Hellboy, the new trailer? Did you watch the new trailer?
I did. It looks okay.
Yeah. I'm excited only because you think the original Hellboy came out when?
Oh, God.
Shit.
2009? No, it was even earlier than that, right? 2005?
That was Ron Perlman, right?
Yeah.
That was. I kind of dug him. Who's playing it now?
So the guy playing it now is the sheriff from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't remember his
Yeah, I
name.
know. I know. I like that dude.
Minus
apparently-
the mustache, I'm sure.
Yeah. Apparently the writers for the new movie,
Mm-hmm.
saw him in that show and said, that's the guy we
Yeah.
want.
Oh, good for him.
About 2 years ago, he started posting up on Instagram. He's working out, trying to get in shape for this
Mhm.
part. They had him a physical trainer. And then...
he's got big hellish shoes to fill.
yes, he does. Ron Perlman was a fantastic actor
He was.
in that part. He fit the part perfectly.
And he's already got like a kind of the face.
So the jawline was already there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so that I'm excited about. Hopefully it's not a disappointment. The thing I'm excited the most about is think about when the original came out,
Mm-hmm.
the computer-generated graphics
Was just kind
were
of
nothing
fledgling.
like they are now. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was the beginning of it all
Mhm.
then, right?
There was some bad stuff back then.
Yeah, it didn't look all that great in
Mm-mm.
some scenes. In fact, if you go back and watch the movie, there are a couple really bad edits where you could see the stunt guy's face.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but I'm excited to see what they do with it moving
Yeah.
forward. Hopefully, it's not the same old story. Hopefully, it's like a reinterpretation,
Is that
or maybe
is
somewhere.
that Dark
else.
Horse Comics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I believe it is Dark Horse. Yeah. So that's good. I also posted about Kerry King.
That was pretty awesome too.
Yeah, he's got.
I actually, when you posted that, I started looking a little bit more into Art the Clown, and how he got the origin was in that All Hallows Eve, I think.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
was. Okay.
But then he was also in another short, and I forget the guy who then ended up writing the Terrifier wrote another short that also had Art the Clown in it. And there's whispers right now that there's enough people that really like that
to get
there
another
could
one.
Terrifier too. I mean,
I hope so.
I thought it was
because
really good.
The only thing I didn't like was the ending, though. When they threw
Well-
in the kind
Well, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was old school, like 80s, like slasher, and he was great. Like he, for me, he's like a new like
yeah.
slasher icon.
yeah. But the thing is, it was terrifying because he didn't fucking say a word.
Yeah,
Like all the times he got shot and stabbed, he didn't say anything.
he did not a wince, nothing.
It is making lists for like top 20.
But well,
Ours
I'll
is
talk about that when we get to
weird
our
stuff, too.
our
Okay, yeah.
list because I think it.
Other news: AMC Greenlights CreepShow. Greg Nicotero being the great.
I don't like it.
What?
No?
What?
I don't like it.
Why not?
I don't like Nicotero.
Why not?
I just.
You know, he was an apprentice.
I
to,
think it's walking. It's just not directed well.
Well, you got a point there. Since he took over
He's
the
gonna- and
showrunner
especially
for that,
Creepshow.
wasn't that great?
Hey, man.
But the thing is, my confidence is in Nicotero as a horror visionist because he was an apprentice to Tom Savini.
Yeah.
You know, he worked with Tom Savini. He was an apprentice to him, and he learned all his skills from Tom Savini. So, Tom Savini being the special effects man for Creepshow 1 and 2.
Yeah.
No, I like I like the special effects, but as far as directing, I'm like,
And rumor has it, he's going to be focusing largely on practical effects,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
enhanced with computer graphics.
That's
instead
good.
of doing all
and
computer
they
graphics.
do that with The Walking Dead.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, so I like that.
Yeah.
Practical effects are great, and the best example of how practical effects without it sucks is when you look at the Thing,
Mm-hmm.
when they did like the prequel thing that we watched a
yeah.
few months back.
Yeah.
That basically is they filmed it. They hired a practical effects company. They filmed it with practical effects, and then filled it all in with computer graphics and showed none of the practical effects.
Wow.
What an absolute waste!
Yeah. Right.
And I think
No, so yeah, I'm not. I like I said, I'm holding my breath. I don't. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited about Creepshow.
yeah, as a series,
Mm-hmm.
but you're worried about Nicotero directing it.
Yeah. 'Cause like I said, The Walking Dead is just
No, I hear-
and
I
the
hear your point
ratings
of
are
view.
plummeting, and it's not because of that. I just never thought it was well done from the get go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've actually stopped watching it.
really.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, the beginning, the beginning of this season, the very first
I
episode.
stopped 3 years ago.
After that, I was like, I think this is a good jump off point for me,
Yep.
and I haven't watched it since.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched it in 3 years.
A buddy of mine's like, "Hey, what'd you think of that episode last night?" I was like, "Dude, haven't watched it since
Yeah,
week
I
one."
didn't see the new. Even last season, I think
No.
I bailed like 1 or 2 in.
I bailed 3 episodes after the Negan
Yeah,
incident. That was it. It was done.
So
Oh.
yeah, it's just like you said, it's very blah. It's
and there's other good stuff on, like other
Well, I
things.
think what happened is it jumped the shark
and
some time ago.
the acting was never good, and that's so it sort of reflects on the director because you're
Yeah.
giving the actors direction. So yeah.
I think it's time to put the horse down.
Yeah,
I don't know
Yeah.
if they will because it was a money machine for so long. But typically that's what happens. Big
once they bring
companies-
the mop-haired redhead in to provide comic relief, then it's time.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, Mr. D. Gosh.
Who's going to be showing the Creepshow?
AMC.
AMC.
AMC. Yeah.
Okay, same.
Same guys that did History of Horror and all that. AMC seems very,
Yeah, they do.
very in bed with the whole horror genre, which is nice.
Yeah, it's nice that
Um,
someone's
So also in news, finally, I've been waiting for so long for this. USA Networks put Happy onto Netflix.
Oh, is that where that's from originally?
Yes.
I saw the trailer for it. I was like, this actually looks pretty,
Oh, yeah, I
pretty
did see
interesting.
that.
I was so excited when it came out 2 years ago on USA, but I didn't have TV, and I'm like, oh, it'll be on Hulu or something. Didn't come out.
I did. I put that on my queue.
Yeah.
I watched it. It's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer and I thought it
is
looked
the most
interesting.
gory, over the top
Really?
blood. It's like
And it was on USA.
Yeah, and it was way over the top blood. Like the amount of blood in that show just is a lot. But it's fantastic. The voice of Happy is Patton Oswalt,
Oh, nice.
which is fantastic. The
Yeah,
guy that plays the main character, the cop,
I've seen him in other stuff.
I don't know where I saw him, but he is fantastic.
Yeah, I think I've seen him in other stuff.
He has this subtle comedic cockiness, but he's like constantly stoned or drugged and like covered in blood. It's just it's one of the greatest shows probably on regular TV that has moved over to Netflix, and I loved it.
How many seasons are there?
It's one
one.
season so
Okay.
far.
Oh, actually, I think I just saw that there's a second season coming.
Not on Netflix yet,
Not-
but
okay,
yeah.
all right. We have to check that out.
So
But
they're going to show the second season on USA.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then it'll move to. See, that's the thing that kills me too. That
Yeah.
you know what? You know what else I haven't seen that I've been dying for? Legion. I saw Legion season 1 on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 came out last year and hasn't gone on to Hulu yet. I'm almost tempted to buy it off of Netflix because I'm dying to see it. My sister said it was fantastic, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. I'm tired of cable television and their bullshit they pull.
Yeah,
I looked into that PlayStation View, and that looks good.
that's what I use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have Watch TV by AT&T, and I get 30 channels for free, but USA is not one of them.
Mm.
Yeah.
and neither is Fox. So
PlayStation View.
now with the Fox
into it.
Disney merger, my understanding from what I've read is that all the Fox TV shows and everything are going to be on Hulu. All the R-rated stuff will be on Hulu, including movies, but you have to pay an extra fee to get all the movies and stuff. And then all of their PG-13 and all of their G and PG stuff will be on
The
Disney
Disney.
Plus, it's called.
Is that what it's going to be called?
Yeah. So all the Marvel stuff will be on Disney Plus, but Deadpool will be on Hulu because of its rated R content. Yeah, so that's that. Let's go ahead and go with our top 5.
Okay.
Last week it was, or last month it was Craig, myself, Chris.
Well, was I at the last one? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yep.
It was two ago.
It
Two
was
ago.
that. It was
Two
the
ago.
last one that it was. We did the supernatural
Your
slasher.
List, your list was.
So you wanted to go last. You went last time. So this time, you get to go first.
Okay. So, like I said before, I got a couple like honorable mentions then, but the year of them might be questionable. So, number 5 is Hold the Dark. It's a Netflix original. It's got Alexander Skarsgård in it.
I did watch it yesterday.
It's really good, right?
Yeah, it was good.
And at first I was like, is this a horror? But towards the end of the movie, I'm like, yeah, this is a freaking horror.
It is.
It was good. It was good.
All right. I didn't see that one.
Besides being like a good story and a lot of blood and guts,
Yeah.
it's a lot of good
Just the
cinematography
setting.
too.
The setting and the cinematography
Yeah,
were really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Excellent.
And it's dark.
It's
It's
in Alaska.
dark and foreboding because it takes place in a remote village in Alaska. So
So Hold the Dark.
Yeah, there's only
All
like
right.
3 hours a day light. Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very
it was
nice.
it was good.
All right. It's kind of like 30 Days of Night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Sort of. Yeah.
The next one is Hulu's Into the Dark of the Body. That was their Halloween
Okay.
special.
I didn't get to watch that either.
It was so good.
Dang.
It was really good. It was written well. It was entertaining. Had a couple actors in it that you'd recognize. And I actually just recently watched the other one too, Puka, which was their Christmas
you
one.
said about that one. Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't as good as The Body, but it was trippy. It was messes with your head. So they've done a good job. I missed the Thanksgiving one.
Yeah.
I forget what the heck that was called, but it just totally missed that one.
So you're saying don't consume any psychedelics while watching Puka?
Oh, no, don't. No. It's trippy. Number 3, The Haunting of Hill House, another Netflix original series. I think we discussed that pretty in depth last.
I completely agree that should be on your list.
Yes.
It was good. Number 2, A Quiet Place.
Absolutely.
We went and saw that this summer, and it was probably I'd say one of the better horror movies of the year.
In a long time, yeah.
And then number 1 is Hereditary. I mean, another one that we all went and saw together, and
Absolutely.
that blew my mind. I mean, I was still trying to wrap my head around that like a week after I watched it. So
I've watched it several times since and caught things in it that I didn't see the first time around. Like when we were at the theater, remember I said I didn't see the naked people standing around the outside of the house.
Yeah.
Somehow that like went right over my
yeah.
head.
Then all of a sudden, like, where did those naked people come from?
The guy creepily smiling in the closet. Where the
Yeah.
hell did he come from?
So then my honorable mention was the Terrifier, but it came to Netflix in 2018. But I think it was originally
17.
like
Yes.
2017, like a Sundance film or something like that. I can't remember where it was. So I was like,
It's okay.
I wanted to put it in there, so it's honorable mention.
It was released in 2018.
Yeah. So
Yeah. That'll count. Sure. That's
So-
a good honorable mention, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Craig.
All right. My number 5, I went with The Terror. It was,
oh, that was the FX one, right? About
Yes.
the ship.
Yes.
Still haven't seen that one.
oh, it's good.
I haven't seen it either.
I enjoyed it. They do wrap it up in one season.
So there won't be a second season.
Oh, there's going to
Yeah.
be there's going to be like an anthology. I think they said.
Oh, okay. That's good. A lot of things are doing that now.
Yeah. So it's going to be called.
The Terror
I don't know.
next
But they did
chapter.
But it's totally different.
Right. Yeah.
Story.
Yeah. Kind of like Slasher did, and like American Horror Story does, and
Yep.
that's good. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
And like I said, it was really good. It was entertaining.
Oh.
My number
hell was
4,
it?
I went with Sabrina.
Okay.
Haven't watched that yet either.
Was it the dark? Yeah, no.
I freaking loved it. Did you watch the Halloween special?
Hey,
Or the Christmas special?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that
Pretty
good too?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Maybe I'll start watching that tonight when I get home.
It's a good show. Some people are like, Sabrina, I don't want to watch it.
Oh, I know.
You should
I
watch it.
totally-
It's really
Is it
good.
Agreed.
half an hour?
It's an hour.
It's an
45?
hour per episode.
Hour? Okay.
It's a good solid hour.
But it gets very dark.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking about binge watching, but it's hard for me to binge watch hour-long
an hour
programs.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
You'll probably get two.
Somebody's got issues. And
Yeah. This would make for a good horror.
this
We're all
is
sitting
not
here
what I need. I don't
doing
need-
our horror podcast,
called
and
I don't need any
Zapper.
additional.
we got some sort of poltergeist in the.
I don't need any additional.
You
losses
will
of
all
anything.
It is our
Die.
13th
All good here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
episode.
Is that it? Is this it? Is this working?
Oh,
Oh,
that.
that-
Oh, that.
That's making
Okay,
noise.
good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Following Chris's suit, number 3, The Haunting of Hill House.
Ah,
Yeah, very good.
that was a good one.
Yep. Number 2, A Quiet Place. And number 1, Hereditary.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
I just want to be very clear. Just before I read my list.
This was not.
This was not premeditated. In fact,
Sal just wrote his list.
I just wrote my list before the show without consulting with them
Right.
at all.
And we didn't even talk about
Okay, so I just want to be clear about that because when I read my list,
That's crazy.
but it just goes to show, number one, I've said this in every episode, we think alike,
Yeah.
Yep.
and there were some great movies that we all agreed upon this year.
And
And we did see other movies together.
There
Like we
was
went and
absolutely.
saw Overlord, which was
Yeah.
okay, but it wasn't one of the better ones I've seen this year.
Yep.
I went and saw The Nun.
Halloween was out.
Yeah,
but
we didn't see that
none
one.
of us saw it.
Is that out on digital?
Not yet.
Yeah, no.
No.
But there wasn't a big list this year, which I
Well,
don't know, is
There
it
was
normal?
a decent amount, and
Well, we all wanted to go see Anne and the Apocalypse, but they did us dirty and didn't show it around here.
Out of me that
I wasn't driving to Philly to see it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see it, but now I'll have to wait for it to come
And
out.
I don't have any honorable mentions, unfortunately. I don't.
Okay. My number 5, A Quiet Place.
Ah,
I thought it was a
Wow.
fantastic
it
movie.
was. Really was.
It wasn't gory or anything.
No.
But it was very high tension.
Yeah, it was.
I think the silence made for very high tension throughout the film,
Yeah.
and it was something different,
Yeah, it was.
which I loved.
And everybody was well behaved with their popcorn.
Yeah, I really expected there to be more noise, and I think the noisiest part was in the beginning. If you remember, there were like 4 or 5 girls that came in at the last minute. They were kind of loud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my number 4, The Chilling Tales of Sabrina.
Yeah.
Ah,
Again, Netflix has outdone themselves. They said it was one of the fastest, most highly binged shows on their
really?
Damn,
I'm gonna have to
service
start
this
watching
year,
that.
and that they've signed for 3 more seasons because they were
Nice.
just like,
Oh, sweet.
we need more.
Sweet.
Well, they got some good marketing with the
Yeah.
statue.
Oh yeah, the lawsuit, fantastic.
Yep.
Number 3, Hereditary.
Such a
Wow.
Again,
Wow.
Hereditary was a fantastic movie. It was terrifying in so many ways, but I think, and like we discussed when we did the review for it, is that younger people didn't seem to be quite as terrified as
Yes.
the older people.
right.
And the shock value of what happened to the sister just sticks with you for a very long time.
I had my mouth was agape for like 10 minutes after that happened. I was like, oh, shit.
Because it's not something you expected.
And then in my brain, I'm like, what would I do in the situation? Like,
Oh my God.
what do you...
The level of anxiety was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 5 is going to be Annihilation.
Oh, okay. That was the Natalie
Annihilation.
Portman one you were talking about. And I said, that was a horror?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, that's a horror.
Yeah, because it's mostly sci-fi, but it was horror enough that, like I said a couple times before, my daughter had nightmares from
Okay.
it. There were some scenes of it that were very graphic and gory.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's another one I wanted to see, but I didn't. get
Yeah,
to see
same
it,
here.
so
Yeah,
I-
so
Well, yeah,
that's
sometimes
my number
things are-
5 is going to be Annihilation.
Annihilation.
My number 4 will be A Quiet Place. My number 3 is The Chilling Tales of Sabrina.
Yep.
My number 2 is Hereditary.
Okay.
And my number 1 is The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So it was still in there. It was just
Yeah.
switched up a little bit.
Yeah. So The Haunting of Hill House, like I said before, I loved it. And as we talked about last episode we mentioned it. It's about that single long shot.
Yeah.
Episode number 6, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Still, that to this day, I will rewatch that one episode
Just because of that.
because of the tension it builds with that single shot. Is just I've never seen anything like it, and I
Yeah.
love it. And my daughter's still frightened by it. She wanted to rewatch it and didn't want to watch it alone. Didn't want to watch it alone.
Wow.
Because of the jump scares. There were enough jump scares in it that really nerves her.
Yeah, there was all the subtle scares too, with just like the lingering in the backgrounds
All
and
the
stuff like
ghosts in the
that. Yeah,
background.
All the
Stuff,
hidden
yeah.
ones.
yeah.
Yeah. So for this year, 2018, there were a lot of great stuff. We agreed on so many things.
Mhm. And then we also each had something that
something unique. Yeah.
that others didn't see.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Excellent.
Yeah.
2018 was a good year for horror.
Yeah, we
in a lot
got
of
some good
ways.
ones coming up too that we're gonna have to go see. Does Glass count?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, because the end of
Well, think about it.
Split kind of
Right.
was horror-ish, right?
Yeah. And Split, my understanding is the guy from Split plays a very large role in the new movie. So
Yeah.
it's got to be horror in some way.
Yeah,
right?
so we should try and check that one out.
The M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, and then there's the
Yeah.
one you just said, the new Jordan Peele one.
Yep. Us.
And that was good too. Don't forget, like a horror movie got a nod in the Academy Awards.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
the sequel to It comes out this year.
that's correct. It Chapter 2.
That was 2017 though. It
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm just saying. I'm
That
Yeah.
comes out for 2019.
thinking of
Yep.
things that are coming out to
2019 is going to be a pretty good year, I think, in terms of horror because there's a lot of stuff on the way out, including, I think Venom could count into horror in some
Godzilla
degree
King of Monsters.
if there were only some blood in it, for Christ's sake. But Venom Part 2 is coming. Well, that's 2020 that was releasing. The Godzilla movie's coming out.
Yeah, I would consider that.
Is
really
the-
What's
scary.
Free from Hell? Is that coming out in 2019?
that comes out
Yeah.
2019.
So,
too.
yeah, I mean,
that's going
there's-
to be out soon, actually.
Oh.
yeah.
Nice,
They're in post production of that.
sweet.
So that's good.
So there are some good ones coming out in 2019.
Yeah, I'm hoping Three from Hell is. He played a couple clips on his
Mhm.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried, but
CreepShow.
yeah, does that start 2019? I guess, huh?
You guys should definitely try and look into the stuff on Hulu too. That Into the Dark series. They've been pretty good.
And that's one episode a month.
Yeah, yeah, and it's full length. It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
So it's a movie every month.
They throw like 2 commercial breaks in, like
Yeah.
for like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's got the little Hulu timer on the top, so you know
Yeah.
how long you got. They were good. I liked them both. The ones I saw. I'm gonna try and go back and watch the Thanksgiving one.
I don't have Hulu.
I have Hulu, but I don't see the
So
advertisements.
they show advertisements,
Yeah.
or can you get Hulu at a watered down price? Or
The watered down price is advertisements.
Yeah, I have the watered down price. I think it's only like $6 a month.
okay,
Yes.
But you get advertisements. But
Yeah.
they give you a little timer up at the top that shows you how long you
that's how
got.
that Tubi is. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I have the
But
Eero.
actually, Tubi has a lot of good horror movies.
Yeah.
It's free. Tubi.
I was thinking about getting that new service Shudder.
Yeah,
You
that's
see
got
that
a
one?
lot. Yeah.
So that got purchased by
Yeah, I saw that.
some company bought it.
Is there
Big
original
company.
content on that yet, or is
Yes,
it? Oh,
yeah.
is there?
Yep.
Was it
Who-
IFC Midnight?
No, somebody bought Shudder. I got to look that up quick because I'm kind of interested. I remember seeing a news story about it.
Yeah, I do too, and I don't remember. But yeah, I saw Tourist Trap on Tubi.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, it was free. Remember, I don't
Yeah.
remember telling you about Tourist Trap.
Mm-hmm.
Return of the Living Dead was on there.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
And they might show 2 commercials.
AMC Networks
Oh,
purchased Shudder.
Oh, okay. So AMC again
Yeah,
showing
AMC.
that they're buying into
Fully
the.
vested in horror. So Shudder is the streaming service that has original content, movies and TV shows. It came out 4 years ago,
Okay.
and they had a free period
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
where I watched like 5 or 6
yeah.
made for Shudder horror movies
Uh-huh.
that were really good. And then they started bringing in like all the big name horror movies.
Right.
And then it became like a service you had to pay a lot of money for.
Mm.
Yeah.
But if you want horror, Shudder seems to be the place to be because when I look at it, I keep thinking maybe I'll buy it.
Mhm.
It's another $15 a month.
Uh,
but
is it really 15?
yeah, but if you look at the list, they have a lot of like A-class horror movies on there, including The Exorcist,
Oh, nice.
The Entity. Remember The Entity from the
Yeah.
1980s?
Of course I do.
Right, it's a fantastic movie.
But, and that's the one bad
That
thing
was a
about
Spank Bank movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
about like Netflix and Amazon Prime. Like they have a couple, but then as you start going down through, it's like, ugh, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, but the thing that is
Yeah.
going to become annoying, and I have, in the past I wanted a la carte TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember in 2008 calling RCN and saying, "Hey, can I get like just one channel?" And it's like, "No, the bundled. You buy a bundle." And I was like, "I don't want the bundle because the bundle gives me 50 channels I don't want and 2 that I
Right.
do, and then I got to pay an outrageous $35 a month for 2 channels."
Right.
And the Congress tried to push through a bill for
They
a la
did.
carte years ago, and it didn't make
It's
it.
a lot of cable money in the.
Oh God, yeah.
But the important thing to understand here is people say, "Well, we'll lose cable channels." Yes, you will.
But who
Because
cares?
there's tons of them that nobody watches.
Right.
And they only exist because of bundles.
Right.
So, yeah, we filter out the shit and we get the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably as bad as
But-
the tobacco companies.
Right, but the problem that we're having now is Netflix, $20 a month. Hulu, if you want commercial free, $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Shudder, you want all the horror movies of your selection, $15 a month. You know, it's going to get to the point where I'm going to pay $100 a month.
And
for
you're
what
gonna get
I
a
want
bunch of
anyway.
shit you don't want to watch.
Exactly.
anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa Slade was on too, by the way. Sci-Fi showed it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But just looking at all that stuff, it makes me like think maybe this isn't, you know, what we're heading towards still isn't a la carte,
Right.
right? Because I'm not paying per show. Now I'm paying per service. And
Yeah.
now they're bundling shit again into a service
Yeah.
that is charging me $15 a month per bundle instead of, you know, $7.99 for HBO and
Right.
Stars or whatever.
It should just be like a store where you just pick what you want to watch out of the
Yeah.
store, and
Yeah.
if you don't want to purchase that thing right next to the thing you just bought, you don't have to because
Right.
you didn't want that to begin
Yeah.
with.
And it
Yeah.
should be like, all right,
And then they need to step up their game.
and it needs to be cheaper than a DVD rental or Blu-ray rental.
Yeah.
It can't be $2 per movie. It's got to be $1,
Right.
right? Give me $1 per movie, and I'll give you $50 a month because I'll watch 50 movies.
Mm-hmm.
But there'll be ones that I want to watch
Right.
and not some garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's all headed, but I'm worried about it because I see it going in the wrong direction.
Well, yeah, because everyone's starting their own service now. Like everyone's
Yes.
splitting off into specialized services.
Yeah. And then when you go to, you know, things like, I love my Apple TV, and I buy stuff from iTunes because iTunes offers 4K video, just like Netflix. But Netflix doesn't offer all the, you know, all the big movie companies are starting to say, "Hey, Netflix, you're making too much money. We want our movies back. You're not going to play them there anymore. We're going to start our own service." So now you have Warner Brothers starts the DC channel. So now you can get all your DC movies, TVs, and cartoons if you buy that. And then they're pulling back all the Disney stuff. Now you can get Disney Plus to get all the Disney and Marvel movies. So they're pulling those off of Netflix. Before you know it, it's going to be, you know, like I said, $300 a month for all the movies I
Yeah.
want to watch and a bunch of garbage I don't. Once again. But if they would do like Apple TV, the problem with Apple TV is, so last month when I watched American Horror Story, I paid $40
For the season.
for the season, and it wasn't worth it.
The new season.
Yeah.
Oh, it was crap.
I stopped
$40
too.
$40 for that.
I think
Yeah.
I made to 3 episodes.
You got
and
ripped
I
off.
stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's terrible. That was terrible. I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
that's a lot of money.
I was really
$40.
looking forward to this season. It was.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but when you look at it in this way, okay, it's $40 for a season of American Horror Story, or it's $40 a month to get that channel bundled in with 100 channels I don't
Yeah.
want.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'd
That's
rather
true.
pay the $40 for one season. Except if it sucks, I should be able to ask for my money back.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I've been getting TV shows that way. I try not to get it that much because think about it. I'm looking at like if I wanted to get, for example, Legion,
Mhm.
$35 for season 2. Like I gotta wait till it's on sale or something and
Yeah.
get it discounted. But movies, I got I just picked up like the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm. Good movie.
$18. It's not bad.
No, it's
4K,
not bad.
4K for $18.
Yeah, because you would have spent like $12 to go see it in the theater.
Yeah, and then $20 for it on Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, right?
Right.
So $18 to get it digital. I'm good with that. And with it on digital, I watch it on my phone. I can watch it on my iPad. I can watch it on my computer. I can watch it on my TV. It's wherever I want to use
Mhm.
it. But I wish that TV shows were like that. Give me 50 cents an episode.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Not
$40 for a season.
yeah. If you break down $40 a season for American Horror Story, how many episodes was it? Like 9 or 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 10, I say.
So it's like $4 an episode. I don't think it's worth it.
No, wasn't definitely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, let's talk about the movie
Yeah.
that we watched for this month. It was my turn, and I picked a holiday classic from 2005, Santa's Sleigh.
So we can talk about plot stuff since
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's an old, and here's
yeah.
a spoiler warning. We're going to talk about plots. We're going to talk about scenes. We're going to talk
'Cause
about
it's
the
old.
characters because this is from 2005. If you haven't watched it, you should turn the show off right now.
And go watch it.
Pause the podcast. Go watch Santa's Sleigh, starring Bill Goldberg, the wrestler.
Dave Thomas.
By the way, Bill Goldberg is fantastic in
As
the
Santa
role.
Claus.
He's the
Yes.
perfect. He's perfect.
He was great as Santa Claus.
So watch that movie. It's going to instantly become one of your comedy / horror /
holiday favorites.
holiday favorites.
Like you
and you'll
said,
watch it every year.
Sci-fi
like I do.
has been showing it. I've seen it a few times on
That's
Sci-Fi.
great.
So
But they don't show all the gore that we got to see, though, right?
No, well, yeah, they blurred out the boobies. and,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes it good too. Cause
That's the best part when he goes into the
Well, at
strip
least they
club and he
didn't
goes,
edit it out.
ho, ho, hose.
there was
At least they didn't cut it out. They just blurred.
Yeah.
so many classic
okay.
one-liners and even like sight gags, like the names of people in it. Like
Yeah.
there was this, it was really good.
Yeah.
Like and I don't say really good like in the same light as like Hereditary really good, but it was what you
No,
expected
it was
out of
entertaining. It was
a
an entertaining movie.
it was yeah.
And I remember the first time I saw it, it was probably 2008. A buddy of mine gave me the DVD and he said, "You got to watch this." And I go, "Well, what? Bill Goldberg? I'm going to watch anything with Bill Goldberg. And I don't like WWF. I don't like wrestling." No, you have to watch it. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those movies that you're going to love. And I brought it home, and my kids and I watched it. I was like, "Wow, that was entertaining."
I did love it.
I loved it. The movie opens up with a dinner scene that has like A-list actors in
Yeah.
it. There must have been like 5 A-list
Fran
actors in one
Drescher,
room. Yeah.
with James Caan,
Yep. That guy from Saturday Night Live. What's his name?
Chris Kattan. I
Chris
wouldn't.
Kattan.
He's not A-list, but it's people you recognize.
Yeah. So just looking at the number of people in the room there, that opening scene, the fact that how gory and over the top it was.
We
was
recognize
fantastic.
2 of the other girls too, but I can't remember their names off the top of my head.
I can't. No, I can't recall. But just that, like the opening scene,
Yeah.
tells you you're going somewhere you haven't gone before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Especially when they show James Caan's hands on the table with a knife through each of them,
Yeah.
trying to grab at the knives with his mouth to pull them out. That's just fantastic. I loved it. I loved that opening scene.
Yeah, it was good, and there was some decent music to it too. It had like a
Yep.
Good like 80s
Yep. Plenty of
rock kind of
plenty of Canadian actors as the movie takes place in Hell, Canada.
yeah.
Which was just fantastic. The way that Bill Goldberg played Santa, as you notice that he's not just a nonstop murdering person the whole time.
Is
Right.
Bill
It's
Goldberg
like-
Canadian, you think?
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he kills people and then he takes a break, like he was at the he was ringing the bell for, for the Salvation Army,
Yeah.
collecting money.
And
until
some
that-
guy tried to come rob him.
Yeah. And then he had the thing that everyone does, you have the candy cane, you always get it to a
Yep.
point, and he took it to a point and jabs at the guy in the eye with it. It was a fantastic movie. Then he goes to the strip club, like the way that the whole thing rolls out with him being the nasty son of Satan, which I always said Santa was the son of Satan, but now someone agrees.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Dave Thomas
It was
the-
actually a
the
good
pastor
twist on the
pastor.
Santa lure, on how he became a good guy for a while.
Yes,
Like he
yes.
had to be a good guy because he lost a bet
Yeah.
to an old man.
And then he says, I'm tired of giving gifts to little kids, now he can just kill each of those bastards any way he wants.
And they were curling. They had oh, so such
It was
good.
such a Canadian movie.
The only thing that I liked it. The only thing I would have thought would have been awesome if they figured out a way to get Rick Moranis in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one scene with Dave Thomas.
Yeah, actually, I think Rick Moranis doesn't act anymore.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah, there was something that happened and he
Oh.
stopped acting.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. I feel bad.
Health-wise or no?
Huh?
Health-wise? No.
No, it wasn't health-wise. It was
Just got
something
screwed over or
Yeah,
something.
had negative happened to him in some movie that
Disney
he was in.
screwed him. And Honey,
Probably-
I Blew Up the Kids.
Probably
or
was it
whatever,
because I think those were the last movies he was in.
Probably.
But he hasn't been in movies. In
That's
a long
true.
time.
You haven't seen him in anything in a long
Yeah.
time.
I'll have to look it up someday and fill everyone.
Because
in
that would have
on
been
it.
good if they would have figured out a way to
Yeah.
get him.
Oh, it would have been perfect.
Okay.
Actually, you know what would have been even better? Dave and Rick as the McKenzie brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they just would have had them like a cameo of the
Yeah.
McKenzie brothers.
Yeah,
showing
like
up there.
shooting a TV show.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
The Great Night.
Yeah.
Santa's
Or hanging out
Strip
at the bar.
The Great White North. Yeah,
Yeah.
having a beer at the bar. Yeah,
An Elsnore.
that's such. That But Santa Sleigh, so it's like an hour and a half movie. It was filled with a lot of comedic elements.
There really was.
There were a lot of subtle nods to different things in there. Were pretty good. It had a significant amount of horror in it, killing, murdering,
Blood.
Yeah.
guts, and gore. Practical effects that were just really pretty good.
Yeah.
There was one or two scenes where the special effects were the scene where he was throwing package bombs.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're trying to show him in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
the
Even his sleigh flying in the sky.
the editing wasn't all that great.
I liked it. That just reminded me of early in the movie where he's driving his sleigh down the road.
And the
it's
old lady.
It's just on the road too, like in this, it's the sparks flying out the
from
back
sleigh, because there's no snow at
There's
all.
no
Yeah.
snow.
But the thing that drove me nuts too is all the guys that were hunting and they were like, "Oh, it's a reindeer."
Yeah,
It's not a reindeer; it's a fucking buffalo.
Yeah.
They're calling it a reindeer.
he ate that buffalo ate that dude.
Yeah,
It's like, did he just eat that guy?
yeah, and he just picks up the
valet.
valet
It was the
package.
valet.
Like, yeah, That was
it
pretty
was
funny.
it was a good movie. I liked it.
yeah, it was great. I liked it. I'm interested. I don't think they'll ever do like a sequel to that, but it was something that was definitely worth watching. 2005. It's a comedy classic. I seriously
Is that like that was probably direct to DVD or something? I'm guessing.
I believe that it was. I don't think it
Yeah,
was
I don't
in the
remember.
theater at all. I believe it was a direct-to-video thing. But I've watched it from 2008.
Wow.
So I watched it
Almost from
10 years in a row.
Inception,
10 years, 10 Christmases in a row. I watched that movie. It's one of those things. So in my Christmas movie list is always Santa's Sleigh, Gremlins, Die Hard, Christmas Vacation,
Krampus.
Krampus now, only over the past 3 years,
Yeah.
and A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
I watch those every year.
Well, yeah. How can you not watch A Christmas Story? It's
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
I
24
couldn't tell you the
hours.
last time I've seen the whole thing straight through, though. I just see pieces of it.
Oh,
I
it's
see
the
pieces of
24
it
throughout the day. You just-
yeah.
Yeah. You know
You
what I
put
did
on
is
TBS,
Christmas
just
morning when I
ride.
was cooking dinner, getting ready for my family to come and have dinner, I had it on the
Mhm.
TV in the background.
So you had the whole show.
Yeah.
That's such a good one.
Yeah. Have those all on Blu-ray. Actually, I think Christmas Story and Gremlins and Christmas Vacation all have on digital from iTunes,
Oh,
Apple
nice.
TV. And the cool thing about that is when you buy movies through them,
Mm-hmm.
if a correction or a better version comes out, it's upgraded for free.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So which was kind of nice because when they converted, I don't know if you guys are big fans of A Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
There's a couple scenes in there where the old special effects from 98 when that came out.
Oh, it was, I would say that's probably like
89.
early 90s, late
It's 89.
late
I'm
80s.
sorry,
Yeah.
89. 1989. I
Yeah,
had
that
to-
sounds.
Yeah.
dyslexic. But 1989. So some of the special effects, like Santa going across the sky, when they converted it from VHS or the original 35 millimeter to DVD, you couldn't see the imperfections.
Mm-hmm.
And when they moved it to 1080p Blu-ray, there was all kinds of imperfections. So you could see like the layers of the special effects
Mm-hmm.
that made it look completely unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
They re-released it from cleaned up versions of the original 35 millimeter prints,
Oh,
and it looks spectacularly better.
Hmm.
And it was a free upgrade from the
that's cool.
purchase version
Oh,
I
nice.
had, which is nice. So like with Blu-ray, you'd have to go out and buy the corrected version now,
right. Yeah.
And they'll call it collector's edition, restored from classics or whatever. And now Apple just says, "Oh, you already own this movie? Here's a new version. Have it."
That's
Free.
nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They don't show the Gremlins though, like you always look for.
Yeah,
For it
you
being
think
a
that
holiday
should be
movie, like in the playlist.
It's funny. I got into that argument with someone about whether or not that was a Christmas.
Oh God, I
movie.
think everybody agrees though.
I
mean,
definitely
No,
think it's
someone actually argued with me that it wasn't, and I said, "Well, what makes you think that it's not?" And they said, "Well, it came out October of 1984." And I looked it up. I'm like, "Yeah, it did, but it takes place on Christmas."
Yeah.
Same thing with everyone
Die Hard.
says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. They'll argue that one came out during June. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Takes
It
place on
takes
Christmas.
Place on Christmas Day. Or
Right.
Christmas Eve.
Doesn't matter when it comes out.
Yeah, it says Christmas Story done. Right. Yeah. So those have been family Christmas classics for years.
Yeah.
But they were showing Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, which I thought
another
was
good one.
I watch that for
it's
Thanksgiving
Christmas, but
every
it
year.
is a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I watch it for Thanksgiving every
Yeah.
year because it takes place on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
2
yeah,
days
it does.
before and
Yep.
then Thanksgiving. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but they're showing it around Christmas. That's why I didn't understand. I was like, oh, and then I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's again, Thanksgiving Day, we watch that movie every year.
Yeah.
Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
I
Since
haven't
it came
seen
out,
that in a
because it's freaking classic. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny.
It is.
John Candy was so funny. It's such a shame that he passed away. But
He could have been good in Santa's Sleigh, right?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
Canadian. He would have been awesome in that. Yeah,
He could have been like the cheesy mayor or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have been good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Video games.
Yeah.
Here's a classic we talked about a couple times. Dante's Inferno.
Yep.
For whatever reason, I was feeling nostalgic. I went online and I found GameStop, and I ordered it, and they delivered it the day before Christmas for $4.99.
Wow.
$4.99.
That's a
I
good
got
deal.
myself the PlayStation 3 version of Dante's Inferno, but it was like their upgraded release. It was called Dante's Inferno. What the hell? Some Archangel edition or something like that. So it has some extra scenes and
Oh, that's
extra
good.
stuff in it. So
Yeah, and you got those extra scenes for that price too.
$4.99.
It's a good deal.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play that game through again because I love it. I don't know what it was. But I was having a conversation with someone and they were talking about. Oh, we got into a political discussion about politics, abortion, and religion.
Mm-hmm.
And someone said to me, Catholics are so messed up that they hate abortion, but they're the same people that if a baby dies, since they weren't baptized, then they're going right to hell. And I'm like, yeah, that made me remember Dante's Inferno, like the first circle of hell.
Yeah.
Was those fucking babies with the razor arms coming
I
at
did.
you.
I played that game a long time. I don't remember. I may remember some bits and pieces of it, but
Yeah, I remember it
I
being a
loved.
pretty
I
good game.
remember. Yeah, I remember. Like
The most vivid
love
parts
it.
for me was Lost, obviously, because it was full of vaginas and boobies.
Mhm.
Limbo, and the first circle of hell where the unbaptized babies are, and then the last hell, the ninth circle, which was ice, and that was traitors and liars, the ninth circle of hell. And then when you had to fight the devil, he was frozen to the lake as this giant beast, and you kill that, and it turns out it was just a shell, and then he comes out, he's actually just a little bigger than human, but he had this giant dick that just swung around while he was fighting you, and I couldn't help but look at the dick all the time. It's like the game's trying to make me gay. 'Cause
Distraction.
I'm fighting the devil, and every 10
Distraction.
seconds there's a dick in your face. But yeah, it's a great game, so I bought it so I can play it through again on my PlayStation 3.
Cool.
Sweet.
Anything great coming out in horror?
Like you said, I think
You said Resident Evil 2.
Yep.
Remaster edition.
Yep. What else?
I don't know that there's any other.
No.
Yeah,
not a
I don't.
ton.
My video game experience has been kind of limited of late, so I don't.
Yeah. But same here. I got a Switch right a few months ago, and I started playing that, and I've been kind of heads down with Mario Kart.
Yeah, we broke the Wii back out this week, and
Oh,
we've
really?
been playing Mario Kart on the
Nice.
Wii.
Yeah, I was playing Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, and they just came out with the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh,
which
nice.
My son had two friends over the Friday before Christmas, and they literally came over at like noon and didn't leave till after midnight. They played for 12 freaking hours nonstop.
I remember those days
Yeah,
back in the day.
insane.
Supposed to be at school,
Yeah.
just hanging out playing a video game all day,
Yeah,
staying up till like 3 a.m. Like,
But that's what my
I
son does.
probably should go to bed.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is nowadays it's like digital releases. So my son's like, hey, at midnight tonight, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. Can I skip school tomorrow to play it? I'm like, no, you can't. He goes, well, I'm going to stay up until school.
Oh,
so I can play it
yeah,
at
the
midnight."
creators of Layers of Fear are coming out with a new one too. That's
Oh, yeah?
supposed to be really good.
Nice.
I don't remember what the name of it is, but they have a new one.
They actually released already Resident Evil 2 on the Switch.
Okay.
The remastered version. It's already out on the Switch, but it looks like the regular version because
Yeah.
the Switch graphics aren't that great.
Okay.
But I saw they were also doing. Do you remember Fatal Frame on the PlayStation 2?
Yes.
So they're re-releasing that in the U.S.,
Okay.
which was a great game. And then when they did Fatal Frame 2, it was Japanese only.
Yeah.
They didn't have a U.S. version. So now they're doing a remaster of the original. It's coming out on the Switch. Fatal Frame was a great game.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know if I remember that game.
Did you have a PlayStation 2?
I did.
Yeah.
I switched then from PS2 to Xbox
okay.
It was a tough call, and
Yeah.
I forget there was content that was coming out only for the Xbox, and I was like, okay, I want to play that. So
They have to remaster some of those old Silent Hills. I would so love that.
those are cool games.
That would be great. Silent Hill 2 is probably one of my
God.
favorites.
There was a good one out too
The
for
carnival and
That the bunny, dude.
yeah, the
the
dead
bunny.
bunnies and
oh yeah,
on the
was that the one with the creepy like crying baby ghosts too? Like they would just like show up and like when you're in the hallways of that hospital and like they'd be like, and it would like disappear. Then
Was that 2?
was that 2 or is that 1?
3 was the room, right?
Yes.
Silent Hill 3 was the room. 2 was the park thing, and
Or
1
4, yeah, was 4 the room? 3 yeah, no, 3 was the room.
3 was the room, right? I don't remember.
Damn old age.
And then the PSP did a couple spin-offs of Silent Hill. That was pretty good.
Did
too.
it?
Yeah. Silent Hill Origins. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Too bad
Silent
the
Hill what?
movie sucked. Origins?
Origins.
Yeah.
I said orgies.
Yeah, the
Orgies?
movie-
Silent Hill Orgies.
I don't know if I would like that.
The nurses I'd hit the nurses maybe.
Well, they don't have a phase, so I guess. I'd be afraid to get cut or something, though. Yeah,
Hey,
but
one of the things too that I think we maybe shared it on the website was the isn't the Frank Banco Ale House going to start doing horror movies like
yeah, so they have First Saturdays.
for Saturdays? Yeah.
And there's a bunch of great ones coming up, actually.
Yeah. We should do that.
We definitely should. That might be like our thing for each month now. Let's do Frank Banco. We
If
get beer,
nothing-
$7
if nothing
tickets.
Good as playing in the theater. Like I said,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
good comes in
I'm
the theater,
hoping.
so-
I emailed those guys, Suspiria.
Mhm.
I was wondering if they were going to be able to play the new version. They said they're going to try and get it.
Oh, cool.
The problem is they say that sometimes even for like little movie houses like
Mhm.
Frank Banco, they charge too much money for some of the
Yeah.
movies to
Ah.
get the rights to play it.
That
so
sucks.
they may or may not be able to get it, but they said they would try, and if not, they can definitely get the classic,
Cool.
which
Yeah.
they might maybe they'll add that to like a First Saturday horror movie. But
Sweet.
they got a lot of great ones.
Yeah, what were
lined up.
the? I thought that there was 3 of them so far, right? They went out to like
Yeah.
March, I think. It
Yeah,
was January, February, March.
let me see. if
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head.
I don't think I saw the one that they're playing in January. I don't think.
And we got to talk about a list for next time then too.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys realized it. Last month we were so short.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like 38.
yeah.
We had to
minutes
stop because you got your phone call.
Yeah.
because I had to
Do
deal with this
your
stupid
tech
hack.
emergency.
Yes, with the
Yeah, we had to
hacking.
cut it short.
Yeah. So when I was editing it the other day, I'm like, shit, man, 38 minutes. That's like the shortest show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Frank Banco Ale House first Saturdays or second Saturdays, they have The Thing.
The original. Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
Shit, why did it just disappear? What's going on here?
That might be cool to go see in the theater.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So if any of our listener out there wants to,
Any of our listener. Oh, yeah, by the way, I was looking also when I was publishing yesterday. I actually published the thing yesterday, right? We now have beat our previous record of listeners for Who's Watching Oliver.
oh, nice.
45 downloads.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
45. The last was 22, which was all the devils are here. Which is fucking horrible. But for Who's Watching Oliver, 44 unique downloads.
Nice.
That is double the previous
Nice.
number. So
Sweet.
somebody somewhere searched Google and found our podcast because we mentioned somebody's watching or Who's Watching Oliver,
Sweet.
Yeah.
which was, by the way, a great.
It was a great movie.
Um,
So we're gonna have to start getting like security now. Like,
No,
okay,
no, I'm sure that's not the case.
I could use some groupies.
Damn it! Now I lost this link and I
Oh.
can't find it.
So yeah. Anyway, if anyone's in the area and wants to come out and
Yeah, we should do like a meetup.
yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Frank Banco Alehouse Cinemas films, special screenings and series, film series, first Saturday horror series. Okay, so for January 5th, here's a good one. The Changeling.
I didn't see
Oh.
that. I don't.
Fantastic movie.
I
That
think
one-
I saw it a long time ago. It's,
yeah,
it's old. It's
very
80s,
old movie,
80s, right?
Very old movie, yes. The Changeling is coming January 5th. That one is $10, $8 for students and seniors. It's a George C. Scott film starring George C. Scott. Let's see who else is in it. It was... this is the fully restored 1980s 35 millimeter edition.
The 5th.
And this made Martin Scorsese's 11 scariest horror films of all time.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so this one might be worth watching. I watched it plenty of times when I was younger. Love that. We have Saturday, February 2nd is the original The Thing. And Saturday, March 2nd, we have Straight Jacket.
I don't know that one.
That's another freaking classic. 1964 Joan Crawford.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
she plays
Oh,
a
I'm sure.
perfect fucking crazy person.
I'm sure.
So
Yeah, I don't know that one.
she stars in Straight Jacket. That one will be out in March. So there's the first 3 months are
And you
already
can
announced.
join a ice cold beverage while you're watching it.
That's the best part of going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something we should keep an eye on. Maybe if
Yeah.
we can get some dates that'll work for all of us.
I think the 5th might work for me. I
Excellent.
think. I don't know.
Excellent.
I have to check the February one.
I'm good
but-
for the 5th. If you just want to do the 5th of January for the Changeling. Changeling's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it. So I would.
1980. It's a long.
Yeah,
it's
I
a-
kind of I remembered it was like an early 80s one.
It's and like you said, I didn't know this. Martin Scorsese's top 11 scariest movies of all time. The
Yeah, I
Changeling is
might
on
be
there.
able to do the 5th.
All right.
Yeah, Saturdays are kind of tough for you, huh? Because of music. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
one.
Well.
Practice now. Yeah.
All right. So top 5 for next month. This will be the first show of 2019.
I think we have a gig on the 12th.
What will our top 5 be?
Jesus. How about top 5 black and white horrors?
Actually, that might be good.
Yeah. Since it's a new year to sort of.
Yeah, might as well. Let's do that. Top
Okay.
5 black and white horror movies.
I've got one in my list right
I
now.
have 3.
On my TV, as a matter of fact.
Nice. And
House of Wax. I'll say it out loud.
that is a good one. I wasn't even thinking of that one. That's
Yeah.
good. So top 5 black and white horror movies, and if we do the January 5th movie, then we don't have to do one at anyone's house or anything.
Okay.
But if we don't pull that one off, whose turn is it for a movie this time?
It's
think-
yours or mine? Is it mine?
No, because at your place we just watched Terrifier, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So it's
And
my
then-
place.
Yeah, so then it's your turn. So
Okay.
if we don't go to the 5th, then we'll have to do something in your place somewhere along the way. Otherwise, we do the 5th, we're good to go.
Okay.
We'll have a movie to review. We'll do the Changeling.
Sounds good.
All right. Excellent.
Okay, cool.
So until next time,
Peace out.
later.